That should just about do it. I hate being in charge of the gym equipment. All because of that stupid Kohen meet in 2 days. Why can't the boys' class rep take care of the grunt work?
Yeah.
Freaking Kishinuma. Doesn't he know what a delicate flower I am? Most I've ever had to lift before was chopsticks, and he expects me to look around a damn pommel horse.
Huh? Naomi, that is one pretty sight.
Huh? What is?
That booty you got.
What? Yours is way cuter. Mine's all plump like a duck's.
What are you saying? You got what they call childbearing hips. It's a good thing. It means when you get older, you can pump out all the babies you want with the greatest of ease.
I'm actually kind of happy to hear you say that.
You do have a certain motherly quality to you, Naomi. It's no wonder you're so good with kids.
But of course, I'm hoping to raise 4 children one day.
Sounds like you'll be making some lucky guy real happy.
Mm-hmm. No. No!
Wasn't that Nakashima's voice? And she was screaming. What do? I can't let anything happen to my students. Shinozaki, it's all right. Please calm down.
But you heard it too. Outside. Her voice.
I did. I think she's hyperventilating. I'd give her a paper bag to breathe into, but there aren't any around. I guess all I can do is try to calm her breathing before she passes out. It probably wasn't a real voice. I'm sure it just sounded like one. Maybe it was the building settling. I'll go check it out, though, and see if I can figure out what it was for sure. You two stay right here, okay?
Miss Yui, wait! Don't leave us!
Shinozaki...
It's okay, Teach. I'll keep an eye on Shinozaki.
Okay.
Or, better yet, how about I go take a look and you wait here?
Not a chance. Until I can verify everyone's safety, I want to keep you two out of harm's way.
Well, okay, I guess. Be careful, though.
No!
Look, she'll be fine. Jeez.
I'm counting on you, Kishinuma. I'll be back in no time.
No problem.
I'm actually scared. My legs are even shaking. I have no idea what's going on. My head is spinning. I can't make sense of anything. My chest hurts like my heart is encased in ice, and I can't shake this dizziness or this nausea. But when I think about the possibility of something horrible happening to my dear students, I can feel a newfound energy welling up from within me. I feel like, if nothing else, I can at least play the part of the level-headed adult. Valor, thy name is education. It's a key, isn't it?
A label on the key reads 3A. Take it. No teachers allowed on the 3rd floor. Return home immediately. Those who remain here will go hungry and die of starvation.
That reminds me. Poor Monet's all alone. He must be one hungry kitty by now.
Breaking news. Serial kidnapping ends in murder. Over the past month, numerous children have gone missing within the town, and authorities quickly turned to kidnapping as the most likely explanation. Now investigators have located the whereabouts of these children, and their findings are far worse than anyone could have anticipated. The bodies of the absconded youths were discovered within the Heavenly Host Elementary School building on September 18, 1973, at around 7 p.m. Authorities further revealed that a male instructor from the school was found with them, alive, but near catatonic, holding a pair of bloodied scissors. Each of the corpses appeared to have had its tongue set and removed, mutilations far too grotesque to describe. The page is torn at this point, and the bottom half of the article is nowhere to be found.
I heard something about this once before, but I never realized just how horrific an incident it really was. What?
The door is now unlocked.
Well, if it isn't the teacher, are you all by yourself? Decided to stop shaking and shivering with the other two back in 1A, did you?
I'll have you know I heard one of my students screaming, and have set out to find her.
I see. Regrettably, that won't be possible. This school exists in a nexus where multiple dimensions overlap. It's but a single closed space in a sea of closed spaces. In other words, even though you may be in the same school as your screaming student, you and she occupy different dimensions, which means you two can never meet. If one of you should die, perhaps your body or your spirit may move from one space to another. Or maybe you can find some means of traversing the planes freely as they do. Consider this fair warning. Even if you should find the exact spot from which your student's scream emanated, she herself may not be there. And if she isn't, there's not a thing you can do about it.
But I heard her voice!
It is true that the other children have been brought here quite recently. Children who, by all appearances, are indeed your students. But as I suggested, time and space do not behave as you'd assume here. They're fragmented. You say you heard a scream. That scream may have taken place only a few minutes ago. Or perhaps it occurred in another space many hours previous. It may have even been an echo from the future. Who's to say? With this phenomenon as it is, it's entirely possible for two closed spaces to have some small influence on one another, even when out of sync.
It doesn't matter. I can't just ignore that agonizing scream and go on my merry way. Step aside!
The shelves are filled with just about every variety of cutting implement. Kitchen knives, surgical tools, chisels, etc. all appear unusually sharp. With so many metal tools in one place, this cabinet must be exceptionally heavy.
Step aside. Why don't you fuck off, you damn corporeal?
An earthquake?
all the world, the most vile, untrustworthy individuals of them all are you school teachers. All you care about is your own well-being. You're not worried about your students. You're just worried about being held responsible if something should happen to them.
This really hurts.
You're all the same, every last one of you, and I won't be taken in by your lies anymore.
Taken in?
When you see a problem among your kids, you just keep your distance, because you sure wouldn't want to get involved. Have to keep up appearances, right? You just pick out the problem children and chip away at them little by little until they either drop out or get expelled. You're not disciplining them. You're just raging at them.
That's not...
I've never met a teacher who actually cared about her students. Not once.
You're wrong!
All your students are destined to starve to death in these godforsaken halls. If they don't succumb to depression and kill themselves first, there's no other possible outcome. They'll all die meaningless deaths just like I did. And they sure won't be thinking about you when they take their final breaths. Any last words, bitch? I'll tell them to your students as they end their miserable lives. Come again?
They're my students.
What was that?
Please, I don't care what happens to me. Just please, spare their lives.
They're not your children. You're not their mother. Are you really still pretending to care about them? Filthy liar. Did you know, when you die in this accursed place, you experience the pain you felt at the moment of your death for all eternity. And I'm going to crush you to dust. The pain must be unbearable, unimaginable, and you're going to feel that pain every moment of every day, forevermore. Ask me to spare you. It's what you really want, isn't it? Be honest with me, and I'll consider sparing your life.
Don't you harm a hair on their heads, you hear me?
You are one stubborn little bitch.
This is excruciating. I think my ribcage is broken. It feels like someone's pushing this cabinet down on top of me with superhuman force. I'm losing consciousness.
Does it hurt? Oh, poor baby. Your corpse will look just like a dead frog on the side of the road.
Everybody live. I love you all.
Meanwhile,
Whoa! Another earthquake! I think it's over. What's wrong?
I just got a really bad feeling. We've got to go search for Miss Yui.
What if she comes back while we're gone, and we miss each other along the way?
We're going!
Alright already. But if we don't have any luck finding her, let's just make sure we come back to this room, okay? How about we leave her a note? Shinozaki, do you have anything I can write with?
I've got a pen.
But no paper, huh? Well, there's always the teacher's desk. Miss Yui, we've gone to find you. If we pass each other and you see this message, wait right here. We'll be back. How's that?
Blunt and kind of sloppy.
It's your fault we have to leave her a message at all, you know.
But she might be in trouble.
Okay. Just don't cry. We'll find her.
The note to Miss Yui is still here, untouched and unaltered. The shelves are filled to overflowing with long black hairs. Heavenly Host Elementary, notice to all faculty and students. Due to the recent kidnappings, caution is highly recommended during all daily activities. In each instance, the victim was taken quickly and unexpectedly, so please remain alert and aware at all times. There's a strange yellow fluid congealing inside the rusted bucket.
What's up?
I just had a brainstorm. Class rep Shinozaki's famous Scary Time candles. There's not a student in 2-9 who isn't intimately familiar with them, right?
You kidding? There's not a student in our grade who hasn't seen them at least once. People call you the horror rep of Kisaragi for a reason.
So how about we light some candles like this, all throughout the school building? They'll be like signal flares for Mochida and the others. Let them know that you and me and Miss Shishido are all here with them, safe and sound.
Yeah, I guess. Seems more like she's just trying to reassure herself that she's okay. But if it makes her feel better. Come on, let's go.
Okay.
Living friends who are able to retain their sanity and reason will be your final ray of hope. Each time you turn around, stop for a moment and ask yourself, is the world behind your back still there? The front entranceway might as well be painted on. It's neither opening nor giving any hints that it will ever open.
These are human bones.
Oh God. No.
Are you okay, Shinozaki?
I'll be fine. I'm just hyperventilating a little. Come on. We have to find Miss Yui.
Yeah. Where the hell is Satoshi? If he were here, I bet Shinozaki would be a whole lot calmer.
What are you standing around for? Let's get out of here.
All right already!
Judging by size, these appear to be the remains of a junior or senior high school student. Closer inspection reveals a school ID name tag.
Did you just hear?
We have to get away from here.
Okay.
The door seems affixed to the wall like a model. It can't be opened. The door is locked. There's an erratic noise, like that of TV static, coming from within. Based on the long strands of hair scattered all around, these are likely the remains of a female student. There's a hastily written note on the ground. Its writer seems to have struggled with it, as the lettering is inconsistent and difficult to read.
My sister. It hurts. It hurts. After I die, the pain will continue forever. No! No, 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 no! You lied to me. You're going to leave me behind, aren't you? I will never forgive you. I hate you, sister. It hurts.
There are decaying skeletal remains here, about the size of a middle school student. They're in the process of slowly drying and whitening, creating an almost overpowering stench throughout the hallway. Any clothing the deceased had been wearing is long gone, so there are no means of readily identifying gender on site.
What the hell kind of room is this? It's not like any classroom I've ever seen. Hey, Shinozaki?
My head is splitting.
Are you okay?
We shouldn't be here. We really shouldn't be here.
It looks like there's something in here, though. In the back. What the hell?
Stay back!
Don't scare me like that! Jeez.
You absolutely, positively must not look into his eyes, okay?
A rusted, blood-soaked nail puller is sitting on top of the desk. Take it.
What is it? What? Hey, Shinozaki! Where are you going? What the hell was that all about? Shinozaki, there you are! What do you do?
No one is saying that! Today is my daughter's birthday. She's turning 7. We're going out together to celebrate. What are you doing? That's disgusting! Ah! Why are you both looking at me like that?
Shinozaki. Hey.
Kishinuma, what's wrong?
You were saying some pretty weird stuff just now. Was she not aware? Must be the pressure. Her nerves are probably shot all the way to hell by now. Never mind. Probably just my imagination. Don't worry about it.
Don't do anything you'll regret. Think of your mother and your father. Remember their faces. You have only one life to live. Make it count. Do not waste the precious gift of existence.
Why would they need a flyer for this?
Yeah, seriously. Who's gonna kill themselves in here? I'd rather find my way out.
It's cold in here.
Not to mention dark and scary. Hey, Shinozaki, do you have any more of those candles, like the one you lit during the ghost story?
I do.
How about we light one up and take a quick breather? They give off some heat, right?
Sure. This candle of mine really is kinda warm.
Yeah, it is. What the? Looks like a dead end. Did this happen during the last earthquake?
Miss Yui, where are you? I'm really worried.
If you acquire any name tags from the corpses in the school, please bring them to me. I'll add them to my collection.
What the?
Ouch!
A crude picture, seemingly drawn by a child, adorns one of the shelves. 4 smiling children are surrounding an adult and merrily stabbing him to death.
How unsettling.
Rows of dead bugs are neatly arranged on each shelf. The door is nailed shut, and the nails are hammered in tight. It's not going to open through any normal means. Use the nail puller. Although successful in loosening every nail and opening the door, the rusted old nail puller broke apart in the process. There is a piece of scrap paper pinned to the wall. You notice dark spots dotting the page and realize they're tear stains. Those who choose to ignore the darkness that dwells in the hearts of man may be stuck forever in a loop. For in this world, there are some truths that simply must be known, no matter how disturbing. But curiosity can be deadly, and other truths are best left untold. Beware the messages of the dead, for there can be curses among them. Curses that can crush even the strongest wills, demolishing all semblance of reason. If you wish to protect your sanity, take heed. Do not let your curiosity get the better of you. Do not read the victim's memoirs to their conclusion. It appears to be a control mechanism for some sort of elaborate pulley system, rigged up with a network of fine, virtually transparent threads. There's a lever jutting out from one side. Pull it. It appears to be a control mechanism for some sort of elaborate pulley system, rigged up with a network of fine, virtually transparent threads. There's a lever jutting out from one side. Pull it. The cursed writings left behind by those who lost all reason must be read in the proper order. If one part is skipped, the next will never appear. If you insist upon reading such dangerous words, too, I pray you have a strong will and a sturdy mind.
What's wrong? You need to stop for a minute?
No, I just thought this seemed like a good spot for another candle. No objections, I assume?
Go ahead.
It's an old-fashioned space heater. Unfortunately, it's so full of ash that it'll probably never light again. The handle turns with a loud squeak, but not a drop of water comes out. Vast quantities of medicine and tonics are lined up on each of the shelves. There's an anatomical diagram of the human body tacked to the wall. Looking closely, each individual organ seems to be blood-stained and swollen, as if it could burst forth with a spray of gore at any moment. There's an open journal and a framed picture on the desk. The journal seems almost decorative, as if it were a plastic model built into the desk. No part of it can be moved, even the slightest bit. There's an open journal and a framed picture on the desk. The journal seems almost decorative, as if it were a plastic model built into the desk. No part of it can be moved, even in the slightest bit. How to remove a tongue. 2. It can be a real challenge to keep straight just which warm, severed tongue belongs to which patient. As such, it is highly recommended that the tongues be tagged or marked once detached. Their owners will be in no state to identify them after all. Best to work quickly, too, before things get hectic. The patient's bare tongue stumps will suffer postpartum swelling, resulting in a slow suffocation. You may wish to put the patients down once the inevitable squirming begins. It's kinder that way, and will free you to tag your trophies in peace. There's a pair of scissors on one of the shelves, both its blades covered liberally in blood. Vast quantities of medicines and tonics are lined up on each of the shelves. The door seems affixed to the wall like a model. It can't be opened.
Huh? Did you hear a voice just now?
Yeah, I heard it. I wonder what happened to him. I get the feeling he was surprised. I think he died quickly and suddenly. It feels weird, being in the boys' room.
The mirror is slightly vibrating against the back wall, with each subtle movement you make, clattering as it does so. There's Ayumi standing next to him. She seems to be staring down at the floor and grinning wildly.
What is it?
Nothing. Maybe I'm just seeing things. I get the distinct impression that somebody's watching me. Probably just my imagination.
Shut the goddamn door!
Hey, did you just hear that crazy voice?
I didn't hear anything, but we're definitely not alone in here. We should leave this room right now.
Okay.
What's this?
Seems stained. But with what? Almost looks like a person.
Somebody died here. I can hear her voice. No. Please, don't!
What's wrong? Whoa. Shinozaki! Damn it all! What the hell is going on around here? Are you alright, Shinozaki?
Bring me more! You'll do whatever I ask of you! I don't care if you're innocent! You're listed as buried alive, aren't you? They're mine! I'm sure as hell not sharing with the likes of you! Cleanup is a real pain in the ass too, you know. Have some pity! What's up?
The hell? That really hurt!
I believed in you! Why doesn't anybody listen to me?
What the hell are you talking about? I don't understand a single word you're saying! God damn it.
Ayumi is staring at you as if transfixed, with an unnaturally wide smile stretched across her face.
That poor girl. She's lost her mind, and she'll never get it back. Possession is a frightful thing. To have your thoughts pushed deep down into the pit of your soul, and someone else's take their place.
There's a dark stain on the floor in the shape of a person's body.
It almost feels like there's someone here. It's really giving me the creeps. What the hell? The stall is pitch black inside. Shinozaki. feel like I'm losing my mind. Why is this happening to us?
Kishinuma!
Crap.
What's all this smoke I see? Get the hell out of that stall right this instant! Hitting the tobacco again, were we?
Well, no, sir.
Didn't I warn you what would happen if I caught you smoking again? Expulsion, that's what.
I'm sorry.
You're a real problem child, you know that? Why do you even come to school in the first place? Disowned by your parents, living on your own, got no friends, never go to class. Just because you hate school doesn't give you the right to throw fits and raise a ruckus all the time, mister. You're clearly not having any fun here, right? So why don't you just drop out? I really don't get it. It's not like you're trying to get into college. With your home life as it is, the thought probably hasn't even crossed your mind.
Uh-huh.
Wish I could ask your parents what they think of having a no-good kid like you in the family. But they've never once shown their faces around here. Not since the very first parent-teacher conferences we ever held. Wonder if they'd be embarrassed.
My parents are not exactly proud of me, shall we say.
That's not what I mean. I'm thinking of the big picture here. You're clearly just not good parents. If I had kids of my own, you'd better believe I wouldn't be half as lax with them as yours obviously are with you. The problem is, people are having kids when they're way too young. Before they become proper adults, they're popping out babies of their own. And bad parents raise bad kids. That's why there are so many brats like you in this world.
He's right about one thing. There's no reason for me to stay in this school. It really is pointless. I should just beat the crap out of this jackass and drop out.
People think as long as they pay school taxes or tuition, they're good mommies and daddies. Well, newsflash, they're not. What's with that look?
I've never had a teacher before. Oh well. First time for everything.
Mr. Tsubota?
Huh? Well, if it isn't the class rep.
The vice principal is looking for you. You're needed back at the staff room.
Gotcha. Thanks. Shinozaki, you've got great eyes, you know that? Always so clear and focused. We instructors like your kind best of all. You ever have a problem, you come talk to me about it, okay?
That guy's the worst.
Thanks.
You're not really any better.
Huh?
You were thinking about hitting him just now, weren't you? What a sad fare it would be to get kicked out of school over a pathetic excuse for a teacher like him. And you'd regret it later. You know you would. No matter how much of a pain in the ass it may be, and no matter how you think it'll turn out in the end. Just stay in school, man. Bite your tongue and make it to graduation. Honestly.
Why are you crying?
Sorry. Whenever I give an impassioned speech like that, I always find myself tearing up a little. You're Kishinuma from Class 1-5, right?
Yeah.
I'm Shinozaki from Class 1-3. Sorry to have butt in like that.
Don't worry about it.
Later.
Hey, when you told him the vice principal was calling...
I was lying, of course.
I never actually thanked her for what she did that day, for crying on my behalf. And I swore to myself, as soon as I realized we were trapped here, that I'd protect her, no matter what happens. This must be a test, to see if I really meant that no matter what happens part.
Why the hell are you doing this? Answer me!
Shinozaki. Please. Come back to me. Shinozaki. We're going to find all our classmates and get out of this horrible place, okay? There's no reason for you to stay like this.
So warm. Kishinuma? Where? What?
Shinozaki, you're... Ugh! Ow! Is it you? Are you back?
Huh? What do you...
So what you're saying...
Yeah. So far, all the corpses we've found in here have been people we've never met before. But that stain was left behind by someone really close to us. Someone whose mind was completely filled with the pain and agony of death. And the next thing I knew, I was in your arms, and you were squeezing the life out of me.
Couldn't she just say hugging someone close to us, huh? I really hope that just this once, your intuition is wrong.
But I could feel all her pain. I was freezing cold. Except my throat was so hot it felt like it was on fire. And then I voided my bowels, and everything went dark. No matter how hard I struggled, my arms and my legs just wouldn't move. I wanted to yell out, "Help me!" but I had no voice. I was scared, and the pain was so excruciating.
Calm down, Shinozaki. That wasn't you. You're still alive.
I know.
Well, we've searched the whole building. Miss Yui really is nowhere to be found.
Maybe we should head back to the classroom?
Yeah, that's probably best. No Satoshi or the others, though, either.
Giddy conversation and laughter can be heard wafting out from the infirmary.
Really? That's right, it's the same for me. I love my school.
Suzumoto, get away!
You need to run, quickly!
And my homeroom teacher's the best. But I guess you feel the same way about yours too, huh?
Suzumoto! Hey, snap out of it!
Suzumoto, it's us, okay?
Shinozaki, Kishinuma.
Can you stand? Come on, we're right here.
No, I'm okay. Believe it or not, these really aren't bad kids.
Huh?
They've just been through some horrible experiences. Here, read this and you'll see what I mean.
4 children abducted. Follow-up report. The brutal, shocking deaths of the recent kidnapped grade schoolers have now been traced back to the hands of the instructor found in the room with them. The scissors he held are confirmed to have been used to cut out the victims' tongues, ultimately leading to death through excessive bleeding or choking. One of the victims even had the majority of her head slowly and methodically removed. This cranial mass was found on the floor next to her body. The Heavenly Host elementary students pictured here are the 4 who were found in that basement room. Of these children, one was... When investigators arrived at the scene of the crime, she was... blood. The newspaper is torn at this point. The bottom half of the article is missing.
These ghosts have the same faces and uniforms as the children in these photographs.
The ghost that was chasing us on the first floor earlier is one of them too.
I can't just ignore these poor souls. I'm going to stay with them.
I don't think that's a good idea, Suzumoto. You really need to get out of this room.
Suzumoto, you have to stop this! Don't let your emotions get the better of you! No! Stop!
Hey, what's going on? Shinozaki! Damn it! What the hell did they do? Ugh!
Come up, play.
I'm so cold. I feel like I'm freezing.
We can't even touch her, much less get her down. So what the hell do we do?
I don't know, but we have to do something. We have to!
Whoa, your nose is bleeding.
What? Don't tell me that! Jeez, and you're so blunt about it too.
Would you prefer I didn't say anything and just let it drip?
Hello.
Huh?
What? She's got eyes like a dead fish.
You've only just arrived at this school, have you not?
That's right. Were you brought here against your will too? I can't say I recognize your uniform.
Actually, I died here quite a while ago. I came in search of someone very important to me, you see.
Your name wouldn't happen to be Naho, would it?
It is.
Who's that?
High school paranormalist, Naho Saenoki.
I think she was on TV receiving some kind of award last year. She's an author, right?
Yeah, she's also pretty well known for communing with spirits, and has a popular homepage with lots of information on paranormal studies and occultism. I'm a big fan of yours, Miss Saenoki. I'm on your website all the time.
That's very flattering. Though, I'm afraid you won't be seeing any more updates from me.
Your last posting was about the Sachiko Ever After charm. I've been wondering what happened to you since then. I never imagined it was anything like this, though.
Hey, sorry to interrupt. But did you say you came here in search of someone?
Yes.
So you came here of your own volition? On purpose? There's a way to do that?
That's not something I can talk about. I'm sorry.
What?
The greater concern right now is your friend.
That's right. Do you have any idea what we can do to save her?
Before I died here, I searched high and low for any means of escape. In the process, I learned that these closed spaces were given the form of Heavenly Host Elementary School through the sorrow and agony of its victims. Victims of an incident that occurred 30 years before our time. 4 children kidnapped, with broken bodies, later found in this very building. Those children are the ones giving shape to this nexus.
The 4 kids pictured in that newspaper article.
It sure seems like it.
Unfortunately, this place took its toll on me, and I died before I was able to make my escape. But the key seems to lie with those children. If they can be put to rest, there just might be a way out of here. Without all that sorrow and agony to sustain them, these closed spaces would start to break down. All this pointless suffering would come to an end, and we'd be released from this hell. That's my theory, anyway.
Yeah, but put them to rest. How the hell do we do that?
Give them closure, of course.
What they lack is any remorse or regret from the one who killed them.
The one who killed them? Are you saying?
The murderer is here in this school, yes.
Seriously? How are we supposed to get someone like that to express remorse? Where will we even begin?
You need to do whatever you can, and do it quickly. If you don't, those two spirits are going to hurt your friend.
We will. We'll think of something. I guess the first order of business is actually finding the killer.
Hey! Shinozaki, hold up! I don't know much about you as an author or a paranormal researcher, but I'm going to take you on your word anyway. Right now, I'm just grateful for any lead at all, so thanks. Hey, you alright?
Yeah, I'm okay. I thought I was going to throw up, but I didn't.
She's acting normal, but I don't know. I think she's starting to snap under the pressure. Shinozaki, she needs to get out of this school, or she could be in real trouble. Damn it, why is there no exit?
There is a severed head of an old-fashioned festival doll lying on the ground here. Pick it up. Thoughts begin to echo in your mind, seemingly from the doll. Somehow or another, it's found a way to communicate its sole desire.
What the? I hear a voice.
Return my body.
There's an old-fashioned festival doll lying on the ground here. It seems to be missing its head. Pick it up. Thoughts begin to echo in your mind, seemingly from the doll. Somehow or another, it's found a way to communicate its sole desire.
What the? I hear a voice.
Give me back my head.
As the head and body of the antique doll are joined, it begins speaking more clearly and directly. With a high-pitched voice like that of a child, it slowly repeats several phrases in a cold, methodical, and almost robotic monotone.
Who have killed children so brutally? I was not in my right mind. I did not want them to die. I was scared too. I am so sorry. I am so sorry, so very sorry. I am actually a good person. I am so sorry. I am so sorry, so very sorry.
Did this doll belong to the murderer?
Doesn't it kind of piss you off? Like, it's just playing around and saying what we want to hear.
I am so sorry. I am so sorry, so very sorry.
We don't need this thing.
Wait! Don't you think it might count as repentance from the murderer?
I'll never forgive him, no matter what he says.
Suzumoto!
Open your eyes, please!
Haven't you ghost done enough already? I don't know about everything that happened to you. And yeah, I get that it was really horrible, but you're cursing and killing innocent people who had nothing to do with any of it! What the hell is that supposed to accomplish? Huh?
Stop! If you make them mad, they'll shut us out! Come on, you two. I have something you need to hear, okay? Just listen.
Ayumi held up the antique doll and let the children listen to the penitent spirit sealed within.
You can rest peacefully now, okay? You don't have to keep suffering. The horrible things that happened to you are all in the past. Your loved ones. Your parents are waiting for you. Go to them now. Please. I know you can do it. Let go of that girl. Let go of Suzumoto. What? No! Stop!
Ayumi threw the antique doll to the ground in a fit of panic and frustration.
Is she... No. What the hell? This isn't. It couldn't be. Susu. Shinosaki! Don't look! Come on, let's get away from here!
I can't take this anymore!
Shinosaki! I'm really starting to lose it. Shino!
What? The shelf feels like it's gotten lighter.
So, you're really, truly concerned about the safety of your students, are you?
Of course I am!
But you're just their instructor, no? You have no familial bond with any of them. You're not their mother.
But they're my children! I think I speak for every single one of us at Kisaragi Academy when I say that we love our children. We care about them just as their parents do. Never underestimate a teacher. Now, answer me this! Your little rant earlier suggested that more of my students are here than the two I came with and the one I heard. Is it true? Were the others brought here as well?
It is. Numerous corporeal entities joined us in these closed spaces, all at the same time. Counting you, I sensed the arrival of 9 people.
My right arm is definitely broken. And all this blood, all those cutting implements on the shelf must have done a number on my back. I wonder how long I was out for. Shinozaki and Kishinuma must be worried. I need to get back to the classroom. That spirit was trapped here, just like us, succumbing to unbearable feelings of anger and hatred, one victim drawn to harm another. It's not just people trapped in this space, but their sadness and torment as well. It's got nowhere to go, so it just hangs in these halls. We shouldn't be here. I have to get them all back home. Please, everybody, stay safe.
Everyone, the new member is here!
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Seriously? You brought a boy?
Jay, what a nice surprise!